this video, we are going to talk about pseudo-classes. What are pseudo-classes? In regular CSS, pseudo-classes are states of an element. For example, you may want, when you hover or click a particular element, to be styled in a particular way. Those pseudo-classes help you style elements based on what is happening to them or around them. In Tailwind CSS, we do the same thing, but instead of writing raw CSS, we use variant. Yeah, let us start here with the most common one, which is over. Over is used when the mouse is over an element. Then, first of all, here I've created the button. Then, plus. And I'll give this button the BG color. Then dash shade of 600. Then I want text to be white. And I want the padding on the y-axis to be 4 and the padding on the x-axis to be 6. Then I want it to be rounded LG. Then I'll just run the project, then you'll see it. Yeah, let us run the project. Yeah, then just open and see here the button appear like this because till now I didn't write something inside. Then yeah, I'll just go there, just write over me, then save. You can see here the button. And what I want is when someone over this button, I want to change color. First of all, I want to change the shades, not the color. When over, I want the BG color be indigo. Then the shade instead of 600, I want it to be 700. Then I'll save. Then here you'll see when I hover, you see the color change a little bit, but I will just put the orange color here too. Then you can see the difference because when you change only the shade, you see when I hover, it was blue, now is orange. You can see that the effect of over. I want when I hover to change the color. Then I think it's clear. The next is focus. Then we're going to go to the next one. And the next is focus. Focus is very important for input, button, and accessibility. When an input is, for example, is selected or activated for typing, it gets focused. Then here I'll just create an input because most of the time it's used with the input tag, so that's why I use it here. Then just go there, give it a class. Then would want a type be text, double quote, then inside text, then please hold the equal double quote your name and press enter. Then now I'll go there. Then I want it to have the border. Then the border color, I want it to be gray. Then shade 300, and I want padding on the x-axis to be 4 and y-axis to be 2, and I want rounded LG, then focused. Yes, then now we are going to use focused. We want when it's focused to give it a ring of 2. Let's press. And we want the ring color, want focus, and the ring color to be 500, and want also when focus I want outline. Outline is like a line, it's like a border. Then you can see there that how these rings focus work. When you want to type something, you see the color change. We just change it here. Just here when I press, you see like just go here, the ring instead of blue, I just put red to make it remarkable. So you see the ring is when we want when we focused here, we select this input to type, we want it to have the red color. That that's how we use this pseudo classes. We want when the element, for example, is select or is click, to style that element in a particular way. In our case, we want that element when focused to have a ring of two of two. Example, I'll just change it to 1 to see the difference. Then you see one is too small, but we want when focused to have the ring of 2, and we want the ring to have the color of red 500, and we want the outline. For the outline, I'll just, instead of none, I'll just put 4 to see it. Then you can see the outline is like a border. You can see it is here. I don't know, is it possible like to have a color? But we don't want to have it. We want to have, instead of that, to have the ring. That's what we put none. And now when someone focused here, we get this red kind of border. Yes, I think here instead of name, is name. Yes, name. You can see now we have the button when over, then the color, and this one when focused, the outline become red, that the ring. We change the color and we give it the ring of 2. I think that you understand this one. And the next one is focused. And focused, yes, we finish focused. Next one is active. Active is when we want, when we click the button, something to happen. So I'll just copy this and I'll go there. Then I will repeat it. Then here, active is when we want, when we click on it, just delete everything here. We click on a particular button, change maybe its color, active, just press enter. Then here what we are going to do is we'll give it a bg dash green. Want a green background with the shade of 600, then text white, then px on padding on the y on the x-axis to be 4, and on the y-axis to be 2. Then press enter. You can see already the button is there. Then we want rounded LG to make the board a little bit rounded. Then after that, we want when active, when someone click on the button, to scale it for 95. Yes. Then we want also the green, instead of the shade of 600, to have the shade of 700. Yes, then active BG green. I'll just take that one, but instead of 6, when click 700. Yes. Then yeah, I think we're fine with this border. Then once I click, you see the color like fade in and fade out. Here it is because of scale. I may want, for example, when I click, cause the color a little bit similar, just change it to red to make it remarkable. So when I click, you see, become red. When I press it, click, now it's red. When I leave the press button, you see now it's again like green. Yes, I think you get the idea with this state. State is when I click something to the color to style this element in a particular way. See, when I click, the color change. Yes. And the next after active is visited. And this visited in CSS normally is used for like link. When we want a link, when is just create a link here, then inside I will then I create a class. I'll just close this. Yes, then read more. Yes, for link. And I want to have the text of this link to be blue 600 as a shade. And we want when visited the text to be purple, and the shade of that purple 600. Yes, I think you get already there. I'll just make it a little bit bigger. Yes. Yes. Then when I will click the link, you will see its color will change, will be purple. So here I just click, color is not changing. Very small typo. Okay. And we have text blue. Then maybe I should give it a yes, I think I'm fine. Purple 600 text visited. So I just not getting the color. does it, mm, visited. Yes, I think I made a small mistake here. It's not a capital V, it's a small v. Then I'll press. Yes, you can see the color already changes. I'll just create it now because I've already just copy this. I'll create the second one. But for this, I want it to be let's say orange. Then when I'll just give, then when visited, I want it to be red 600. So here you can see I don't get the how to. Here we have orange. Let me, because I don't get what I want. I want because the second one it changed the color already. Normally should be yes. So I want when let me change something here. I want when visited, when click. Ah yes, I understand because we don't have any link. We have all as this href maybe. So let like write home here. Yes. Then I want one click to be like change the color to become red. So when I click here, you see now the color changes. Its color changes. Yes, I think you get the point with this. Most of the time you'll be using this over. We have over. When you over the button, we have focus for input and active when you want to change to style an element in a particular way when clicked. Then visited most of the time is for link. We want when we click a particular link to change its color like I did here. I think you get a point. In the next video, we'll talk about disable. Most of the time is used for button and first, last, though, and even. This one, most of the time, this pseudo class is used for list, sometimes with also other things. But here, I'm just giving how most of the time people used it. Yes, see you next. Yes, next is disable pseudo classes. We want, for example, when the button is disabled to apply a particular style. That I just button. Then we may want when this button is disabled to apply a particular style. Then I'll just give it a BG blue. Then 600 as shades. And I want the text to be white. And adding on the x-axis 4 and on the y-axis, we see y-axis 2, and just right side sub and press enter. Here you can see here the button. Then what I want is when the disable state is used, disable with D at the end, I want to use the opacity. I want to put it to 50. Then I want also disable cursor not loaded. Yes, I think you get a point. So when it's disabled, we want the opacity dash 50, then the cursor to be not allowed. I don't know how we can demonstrate this, but I think you understand the idea when the button like yes, I yes, we can demonstrate this not by just clicking here, no, we just use this uh, attribute disabled. So for that, you will see when I remove this, I got it and save, you will see the color here. But when I just put disabled here, you will see the color change. And when I hover this button, you see like the cursor is not allowed. Yes, I think you understand the idea with this disable pseudo classes. Then the next one is we are going this placeholder. We want when like most of the time is on input. I'll just copy the input what we used before this one. Then go there. Then here I change. Just write enter your email. Then I want it to have a border, a gray border. Then all this I will leave. But I want also the placeholder pseudo classes. Change the text to gray 400, or I'll just put rates because it's great, very difficult. Yeah, here you can see when we before this, you will see the color of the place border. Just then I'll just remove this. Then you can see the color of the placeholder is a little bit gray, I think. But what I want is to change its color. For example, I want it to be the placeholder to be red. I'll just write placeholder, then text dash red dash 600. Then you can see here we change the placeholder onto your email. Before it was like just put your blue. Before it was like gray, but now it becomes red. Yes, it's how you can change the placeholder color. Yes, and last but not the least, we are going to talk about this first last pseudo classes. Yes, yeah. Tailwind CSS give you a class also to style a list. For example, imagine I have an order list, a UL, then inside I have a LE list item, and just write item, then I'll just select this and copy. Then I may, for example, want to, first of all, I will style this list. Just give it a border and rounded edging. Then I press enter. You can see it here. What I want is I may want to target only this first one and give it a particular color. Then color. Then for this first, just give do. No, for first we have class for first. Actually, first BG blue 100 and press enter. You'll see the first item will become blue. Then I may want also the last item. Then the color of the last item, just copy this, paste it there. Then here, yes, we have also the class for last. For last, we use just the class of last item. Yeah, I may want give it the red color 9%. Then we'll see it here. You have like this. Let me put 500. Yes, you see the red color. Then you can also have for though an even element. I may have a element inside here, just keep them. I may want to for element to have this color, and I may want for even element to have another color. I can see, or I can remove just this. Remove this, then you will understand how those two work. So here you can see, I'll just comment this. So you can see for event, this blue, I don't like it, 500. And you can see here, for the element we have blue, and for event we have even, we have red color. So I may want just to take this and put it there, and this even, put it there. Yes, here we have though and event. You see how the color interchange. For though we have this blue color, and for even number we have this red color. Yes, I think now you have a an idea about those pseudo classes. And if you want to go to get more detailed, or you want to use a pseudo classes what we didn't cover in this video, feel free to go in the docs to check for the particular pseudo classes you are looking for. But here I try just to give those people use commonly. Uh, for example, for the list, for the button, and yes, just try to check their docs when you need a detail, or you want to use any pseudo classes. Yeah, I think we finish with this video. See you next.